Hello guys, welcome to another Photoshop tutorial. My name is TJ. So today we are going to create this nice, beautiful and simple flyer. So let's create a new file. These are the measurements. Your width should be 1500 pixels, height 1500 pixels, your resolution is 150, and your background content should be transparent. Just click OK. Okay, I'm going to import the file or image that I'm going to use for this tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to click on this lock to free the background so that I can be able to remove it. Okay, let's highlight here. I hope you still remember how to remove the background of an image from our first tutorial. And then after this, I'll put a layer mask. Now I want to refine the edges of this image, so I'll have to click here, then select and mask. I'll shift my edge to -50, then my contrast to 5, my feather to 1 pixel, then smooth 5, 5, then click OK. Now this is the image that we are going to be using, so I have to drag it to our file. Okay, something like this. I press OK. Okay, now I'm going to create another layer. This time I want to put a background layer for this image. Okay, like this. I've used the shape function or the shape tool to create the layer. Okay, now the next thing to do is to design the background using gradient tool. Now I'm going to double click on the background layer, gradient. Okay, so by default this one is just picked the gradient that I've used before, but let me show you how you can do it. So you click this black and white gradient, and make sure your style is it radial, sorry. Then click on the gradient. Now what I want you to pick one of the shades here, shades of blue, then pick again. Yeah, so our background is now fine. Let's click OK. Okay, the next thing to do is to create another layer. I'm going to write gentlemen's, like this. And the font that I'm going to use is called C2. I have to resize it. And make sure the text is on top of the image layer, like this. Okay, we try to increase the font a little bit. Yeah, something like this can work. All right. Okay, I want to change the font color, maybe do something a little bit darker, something like this. Yes. Now I'm going to double click on the text, the gentleman's text. Okay. So once the layer style panel pops up. I have to click on stroke and make sure your stroke is at 5. This is the one, this is the stroke that we're going to use. This one is at 5 pixels, like this. Okay, let me push it a little bit further. Okay, something like this. Now I want to duplicate this image layer. So I'm going to hold Control, then press J. So once I've done that, I'm going to put the text between these images, these two layers, these two image layers. Once I've done that, I'm going to highlight the top layer, image layer, then right click, go to create mask, and this is what going to happen. After I've done that, I'm going to click the layer, the other image layer, the one which is below the text, then select and erase to. Make sure you have selected this soft round erase to. Okay, and the size should be maybe just use 448 pixels. Okay, now select, make sure the bottom image layer is the one which is selected. Now try to erase the bottom part of it, like this. Okay, something like this. As you can see that our design is coming out quite nice. Now I'm going to move the text a little bit higher, like this. Now the second thing to do, we want to put another text layer. You can write conference, make sure you write it in small caps. I hope this is the correct spelling of conference. Okay, but make sure the text has got the white color. Okay, so to change the color of the text, you just come here on your character panel, then click here and make sure you drag, you navigate around this panel until you get to the color that you want. So in this case, it's white is the color that we need. White is the color that we need. Or you can, if you know your color codes, you can just, for white, it's triple F. Press OK. Now, the font that we want to use is called Gotham. Gotham Book, yes. Yeah, this will do. Then adjust the font. You can adjust it. Okay, like this. Let's adjust it a little bit. Okay. Okay, something like this. Okay, so you can, as you can see that our design is coming out nice. So the next thing is to create the date, is to write the date of the event. It's 14 dot February 2021, something like this. Okay, let's reduce the font size. This should do. Then make sure the characters are spaced. For this one, I have to change the color to yellow. So I will go where yellow is, like this. Exactly. Okay. All right. Let me also make sure that conference is in the middle. Exactly. Now it's coming out nice. Now the last thing to do, we want to create a layer, a shape layer that is going to put a white panel at the bottom of the flyer. Okay, let's create another layer on top of this background layer. Something like this. Exactly. So on top of this one, I'm going to write meet you there. Okay, I'm going to reduce the spacing to 0 and to make sure the text is in the middle. Also, I'm going to change the color, maybe, and pick one of these colors. Okay, so as you can see, it's simple to create this beautiful flyer, and I hope everyone has learned something today. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.